It's been a volatile week in Boston. I know you've been watching that, but I know you've also been watching the volatile week on the markets. The TSX, the Dow, gold, all way down. What's happening here?
It's been a day full of malaise, including the productivity, I'm sure, for many people in the U.S. and Canada and around the world. In terms of markets, yes, they've been going down. There's three major reasons for that. Number one, of course, we talked a little bit about is U.S. malaise. They still have not been able to generate that momentum to get them out of that market funk. Number two, we still have to talk about it, although it's not been in the news for the last 48 hours or so, is North Korea. And as long as North Korea still destabilizes the rest of the world, there's no way that markets are going to go up in that particular context. And the third one, of course, has to deal with China. China announced that their growth has significantly slowed down recently, and us, Canada, being a resource-based market, export a lot of our goods to Canada. So when China slows down, that's also going to have a negative effect on us here in Canada, Nick.
It's interesting. China slowed down, but it's still growing, but it's just not at the rate everyone is expecting,
That's
of course.
right.
Also, something about slowing down and kind of going the other way. Apple's stock price and sort of market value has shrunk. It's not the biggest company anymore. Is any of this due to BlackBerry's resurgence at all?
You know, I would like to say that it is, but I don't think so. You know, Apple's too big. They have slowed down significantly. The stock price has gone down 40% just in the calendar year alone. There's three reasons for that. Number one is revenue. Revenue is just not growing as fast as it used to. A couple years ago, they had 60% year-over-year growth in revenue. Last year, 40% year-over-year growth over revenue. You can't really have an organization that big, one of the biggest in the world, growing at that type of rate. The second issue is gross profit margin, the amount of money they actually make in profit for every dollar they sell. They used to make 10 cents for every dollar of revenue. That profit margin shrank in the last year down to 6 cents, so that's getting squeezed as well. And the third major reason, Nick, has to do with product life cycles. You know, they had great inventions with the iPod, and then, of course, the iPhone, and then the iPad, and we just don't see anything on the horizon. Well, as Samsung will be launching their brand new Galaxy S4 in the next couple of weeks, and that's why Apple stock price is getting hit.
The competition intensifies, and we appreciate your insight. Thanks a lot, Nick. Thank you very much.